Hi, welcome back and welcome to another read. This is going to be another general reading, so if there's something about the title, something about the thumbnail that calls to you, then there may be a message here for you. So you may be concerned, and it could have something to do with an offer of love, perhaps. Whether or not it's real, whether or not it's substantial. What you're not trying to be is a charity case. I'm hearing, I want to be loved by you, but I want to be loved for the right reasons. I want to be loved for who I am. Take me or leave me. I think that you maybe tell yourself that you're okay with being alone, that you're okay with someone leaving you if they don't want to, or if they don't want you. But I think that you know deep down that you need and want people. I think that you know that there is you will feel as though there is something that is missing. But what you don't have time for is wishy-washy people. What you don't have time for are people who don't have their minds made up, or people who are choosy when it comes to how they express themselves. It's like, no, if you have something to say, then get it off of your chest. You have played enough games, you have seen enough, you have perhaps you swore to yourself that you would no longer partake in the mirage, that you would no longer partake you would no longer entertain false promises. This is a life that you have left behind. What you are moving towards is offers that are substantial. What you are moving towards are only the real. That's all that you have time for. Too much time has been wasted. Too much effort has been wasted. Too much blood has been spilled. You could be a Capricorn. Get with it or get lost. You're done. And I feel like, yeah, there are certain things that may seem like they're sweet gestures, but you want more. And there's nothing wrong with wanting more, but I just don't think that you should overlook the it's possible that you may be bumping up against someone who moves slowly. And I think that that's something that you can respect. I think that that's something that you can understand. But it's like, yeah, it's something that you can respect and it's something that you can understand, but it just doesn't really fit the pace that you want. Don't pull your hair out over this. Don't try to control it. Just let it be. Focus on yourself. We got appreciation, which is Moon in Leo. Choice, Mars in Libra. And publicity, Jupiter in Leo. You could be dealing with a Leo. There's big Leo energy in this read. But this could also just be about attention. And I think that there is someone who is, they are paying you attention. There's just when you thought that you were over someone, and just when you thought that you could stand on your own, somebody makes an appearance. Just when you thought that you didn't need anybody, and it seems as though I'm hearing talk that talk. Number 5. Yeah, this person could definitely be a Leo. It doesn't have to be. The number 6. That's plenty. Okay. Let's talk about what were we saying? Leo. Yeah, you could be dealing with a fire sign. Libra. The month of May. Trust issues. How do you do the things that you do? The number 4. Haters. The number 9. West. Pride. I'm also hearing love is stronger than pride. The letters M, N, and O. The number 5. 5th house energy. And the number 6. We're going to talk about all these. The Magician, Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Here. Okay. So you have a lot of love for yourself, and perhaps you are looking for an outlet for it. But if there's anything that you have learned from your experience, is that you have to be very careful about where you invest. You have to be very careful about where you lay your head. Because we know that your desires, there is a possibility that they can get the better of you. Now, I do believe that you have grown beyond that. I think that you don't really have a lot of time for games. You don't really have a lot of time for illusion. You don't really have a lot of time for mystery. You are someone who knows what you want. And I think that you are dealing with someone who knows what they want as well, but they have a different approach. You're dealing with someone who is crippled by fear. And fear makes it so that what they act on, what they say, what they do, it's very measured, it's very careful. They are restraining a lot of themselves. So I think that on some level you can maybe understand that, but it might just be difficult for you to connect with that. It might be very difficult for you to connect with understanding when you feel as though time is running out, or when you are growing impatient. You know your worth. I think that you know what you deserve, and of course you deserve for someone to come correct. You deserve for someone to approach you correctly. My advice is just to have patience and consideration for someone else's process. You don't want to miss out on something that could be great because you're trying to control everything, or because you're trying to get to the bottom of it. Allow things to unfold naturally, and I think that anything or anyone that is for you, it will find its way in your life. It's not going to miss you. In the meantime, I think that you should focus on the progress that you've made, the growth that you've made. I think you should focus on your value. I think that you should focus on yourself. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Don't go chasing anybody. Don't read into the gestures, and just allow things to occur naturally. The best thing that you can do for yourself, the best way that you can set yourself up for success, is to not do too much, is to not overthink, is to just be receptive to that thing that you want. You're already getting the attention. Your only task is to feel as though you deserve it, and that you deserve to be loved. If there is someone who is unable to fulfill their task, is what I'm being told to say, if there's someone who is unable to, that doesn't fit the bill, don't try to sugarcoat it. Don't try to make yourself believe that they do. Do not settle. Continue to live your life, and you will cross paths with someone who will not be afraid to love you, who will not be afraid to give you attention, to show affection for you, who will not be afraid to speak to your value and to speak to your worth. This was your read. I hope that this helped. Hit that subscribe button if it did, and I'll see you in the next one.